It's the Brad and John Show.
It is the Brad and John Show. John, I have to tell you, thanks for a great laugh. That was so funny in our previous B block. And if you want to go back and listen to that in the future, it's the 19th of February. It was the B block where Brad tells the story about he was either suspected of being a suicidal jumper off the Spirit of St. Louis Airport Bridge or a shooter of Highway 40 westbound people on the Spirit of St. Louis Airport Bridge by 911 calls to the Chesterfield Police Department. Right, John?
Yeah, I'll probably have to take a break in a minute. I've called the neighborhood Scrapper. Yeah. And they're actively working on a car that's abandoned in Chesterfield.
Knock it off, John. It's going to be gone.
Never mind.
My car's going to be, I'm going to go out there and it's going to be sitting up on blocks or something like that. Okay. Okay, John, I have to ask you, I hope you saw it. You know, God, I love doing video. Have you seen my post office video?
I did see your post office video, Brad, and I love the fact, first of all, you look great in that video. Explain for folks who haven't seen it what it is and where they can find it.
It's another Brad and John video, and it's Brad at the post office because John is always mentioning things that only boomers do, like they go to the grocery store to pay their utility bills, right? Isn't that what you say?
Can you still do that?
Well, you want me to tell you a story which you're going to laugh about?
Yeah, but tell the video first.
Okay, the video is of me being 90, and I'm standing in front of a post office. Actually, I'm at the door of the post office, and you can see me. Here, let me play the audio. Should I play the audio here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, here I don't have. If I plug into the stupid thing, I'm just going to hold my phone up to the thing because if I plug in, it's going to take me forever. Because I hate it that my phone won't sync up with my my. You know what I'm saying? Okay, here we go. Okay, hold it.
John, it's Brad at the post office. What was that you were saying about nothing but boomers at the PO? Dude, get with it.
Okay, the video is, it's me standing outside of the post office. The door opens, and in the background, you can see the post office is filled with 20 and 30-something attractive women. Right, John? Like maybe about 20 of them?
Yeah, like there's just a cornucopia. Yes. It looks like my roster. Well, I'm not going to say what years, but it looks like quite a roster.
So as I walk into the post office, it's actually a 2-shot video, John. It's sophisticated. We're not just talking about the 1 shots. We're talking a 2-shot video. And as I walk, I'm inside the post office. And here, let me play it one more time.
I'm out here in
No, that's the wrong one. Okay, here we go.
John, it's Brad at the post office. What was that you were saying about nothing but boomers at the PO? Dude, get with it.
And as I say that, all the women in the post office start laughing because they're with me. Because they know that it's not just boomers at the post office. It's attractive young 20 and 30-something females at the post office. And see, that's like John saying, well, I never go to the post office. And all I have to say is, John, dude, you don't know what you're missing. Because an old guy like me, 90 years old, I'm surrounded by young, beautiful, attractive women at the post office, John.
And what I love about that, what you haven't teased yet, and I'll go ahead and break the news, is that in the sequel of that, I come in and we find out that miraculously they're all ovulating in sync.
Only John would say that.
And then we have a little bit of a lottery. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many clubs can I shoot up in one day?
Oh, man. Okay. John, look, I'm not going to pat myself in the back, but I have to tell you, I'm getting real good at these videos. I mean,
you are getting very good, Brad. And when you look, especially compared to the rudimentary versions that you were posting months ago.
Right.
Now, one of the things that I don't understand about AI is using the technology that you have and the prompts that you use for that video. Could you recreate that man's exact same image? So in other words, could you create a series where that man looks exactly the same in the next video?
It's funny you should say that. Hold on a minute. I got to clear my voice here. I have not done that yet, but once again, I'm a lifelong learner, and I've taken now 3 different courses on this. I'm actually getting pretty good at this and actually having a hell of a fun time with it. And I'm shooting real videos as well, too. But there's a very interesting answer to your question in that one of the advanced classes I took, the guy shows you what you do is on this particular platform I'm using. For those of you who want to copy along at home, I'm using VO3, which I believe is a product, VO3 Fast, which is a product, and there's several VO3, but this is the text to video where you write the scene. You're literally sort of like, as a script writer, you're writing the scene, and then the AI essentially completes the scene. Now, the problem is sometimes it gets it wrong, and you have to go back and change the prompts around. But what's interesting about this is this guy teaches this method where you can go in and you pull a frame grab of the video, and then you put that into the next video that you request. So in other words, what it does is it essentially copies, like in this case, I would say, I'm an old guy, I'm 90 years old, and I've attached a screen grab of a frame of a previous video I did. Copy this person and have this person do this and such and say this and such in the new video. Yes, to answer your question, yes, it is possible. And a lot of people are doing this. Matter of fact, you see this where you see sometimes 30, 40, 50-second videos that may have like 5 or 6 different scenes in them, and that's exactly what they're doing. So that way you copy the same person. It's pretty interesting.
That's what I've wondered too, because that way that would make it a lot easier to do a series, right? Like you could plan a new video a month, or you could have a central character.
Yes, exactly.
And that would be awesome. Now, when they get up to VO5, are they going to have to pay royalties to a shampoo company?
No. It's funny you should mention that, because, John, you're familiar with the shampoo VO5, correct?
Yeah, hence the joke.
Okay. And here's the question. You're not old enough to remember this, but VO5 used to be a very, very, very prominent shampoo.
It was a luxury shampoo, and the commercials had hot chicks in the shower lathering up their hair.
Do you know, and you're not going to believe me when I tell you this, I use VO5 shampoo. Matter of fact, I used it this morning when I got ready for the show, okay?
And when you say use it, do you use it as a personal lubricant? Do you use it as a dessert topping?
I use it to work on my Hans Wyman hairpiece when I'm in the shower, because I've got I use my Hans Wyman hairpiece just like regular hair, because I've got the NASCAR 200-mile-an-hour duct tape, double-sided duct tape on my toupee, so I just wash it like I would if I normally had hair. Okay. And you're not going to believe this, but I buy when I go to the store, I buy like 6 or 7 bottles at a time. And I buy 6 or 7 bottles at a time. And my total bill for 6 and 7 bottles of VO5 shampoo, guess how much?
Let me guess. $143.
Under $10.
Wow. Okay. I thought we were going for a punchline there. Do you really buy VO5 shampoo?
I do. And the part of it is, apparently, this is the interesting thing with marketing. I'd love to know the story behind this, because you said it exactly. Once upon a time, VO5 used to be a high-end shampoo. Apparently, it's not high-end shampoo anymore. And if you don't believe me, ladies and gentlemen, go to your local Wally World. And matter of fact, if I could find one of my receipts and go into the shampoo aisle, and it's down in the bottom, because, the way they do things at the stores, the expensive stuff is at eye level and the cheap stuff's down below where you don't really see it. You got to bend down to pick it up. And if you're old like me, it's tough to bend down and pick stuff up. But I think on these bottles of shampoo, I think I averaged 96 to 98 cents a bottle. And we're not talking like little travel bottles. We're talking full bottles of VO5 shampoo. As a marketing guy, I would like to know how in the world VO5 shampoo came our transition from being a high-profile packaged CPG, as they call it, consumer packaged goods. John knows that term well. And how did it go from being a high-profile with network radio and TV ads promoting it to the point where it's now at Wally World for 98 cents a bottle? What happened to VO5, John?
I just Googled it, and it looks like it had changed hands maybe a few times, and went from being, when stuff goes, when you have different leadership and you have different marketing priorities and maybe different manufacturing priorities, maybe the quality didn't stay the same. Do you think, were you using it 20 years ago?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, because it was probably a luxury brand, and you don't care enough about your body to treat it well and use good shampoo. That makes sense. So, that's a good question. But, I think a lot of times you would go to think of things like, you use Walmart as an example, but I think there's a lot of brands that, Reebok used to be a premium thing, and now you could buy Reebok at, Dollar General probably, I'm presuming. It's at
Costco.
Yeah, well, so there you go.
Yeah.
I don't know. As a listener pointed out to us via text just now, sultry women use herbal essences.
What is it again? Run it by him again.
Sultry women use herbal essences. That's what someone on the text line just texted us. If you look at your phone. Brad, yesterday, a highlight before we go was someone that I would describe as, how should I say this? An attractive person whose name you would know. Gosh, I got to be very careful with this. Asked me if, and I believe she was being serious. She asked me if I really have fake eyelashes. Now, I think there's a 25% chance that I do. And I said something to the effect of, I said, yeah, absolutely. Like, actually, everything on my body is fake. And then I told her there was one way that she could find out if they were fake. And it was a way she could position herself and not use her hands. But that's probably beyond the scope of this conversation.
Hold on a minute. I got to find it here. Hold on a minute. I got to find the drop.
Can we have a little Jasmine Crockett and Marjorie Taylor Greene?
I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Is it this one? Hold on a minute.
Let's not make a mockery of this proceeding.
Oh, no, it's not that.
That's Josh.
That's Josh. Where was it? God, I got so many things here now. I gotta need somebody to come in here and write me up a sheet.
Do you want me to do an MTG voice?
Yes. Hold on. Is it this one?
Oh, it's all right. I'm sure that we can handle this situation maturely, just like the responsible adults that we are. Isn't that right, Mr. Poopy Pants?
That's one of my favorites. He's so good. Okay, hold it. We can't stop the show until I find it. Hold on a minute. Was it then?
Is it possible to label clips?
What's that? Hold on a minute. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. I found it. Okay, you ready? Here we go.
Well, you the one talking about. I
think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
I'm so well conditioned that when I hear that clip, I immediately start singing, "Welcome to the BJ Show. Let's rock and roll."
And you know that's interesting because that's our former congressman, MTG. That's MTG and our own Mary
St. Louis's own Jasmine Crockett.
Ladue, the girl who grew up on the hard streets. What do you call it? The hard scrabble streets of Ladue.
Hard scrabble, yeah. It's hard scrabble streets of Ladue.
Who grew up in 63124, and now she talks like she grew up on St. Louis Avenue with Jefferson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a. I got to go help. I'm a volunteer. There's a call for another old man over at an overpass. I got to run.
Say hi to all those women at the post office. I know where you're going today.
I will, Brad.